Breaking news eba and say ende oko Accra Aveno. Oko hwa obehu ne say yese building bi a collapse. Na building no ebe Melcom. Ende building na yese a collapse no enkrofo yese so far ya rescue enkrofo yeni enkrofo she building ase by ya rescue enkrofo mienu. De yet ne say nipa ba akwewu. Na Ghana for people now air comment so this is within the month of June. Utumi say June and so the other buy no. The collapsing of buildings pan in a June at the buy. Now you know it raises a lot of questions. As Ghanaians, we need to talk. But we are going to look at pictures of the collapsed buildings and then you know we'll see what Ghanaians are saying because so far no krane nyame nimni enye ohwe senior media akwakopiem wo ho fire service and the likes. I mean building now collapse no, you know, the every single thing. Yeah, the K9 unit kra abaho enya asem ketwa just within the space of 3 or 4 days. 3rd June building be collapse ya a trapping crowd and there Accra ya building a sansa collapse. It raises questions. It raises a lot of questions. I was say Ghana for yenina yakasa efa. I was trying to look for a picture for the building, but it looks like we don't have a picture. So apparently, you know, these are the still images of the collapsed building. What you say? Still images of the collapsed building. No. Yebe consem ni mo and the first time we have subscribe na click the notification bell on so we hear the latest news be about on sa ebeka. This video is kindly brought to you by Unity's Ventures. Unity's Ventures inku any perfume aswaye ope perfume na nku ato Unity's Ventures na uyo be ma na wutie mi a me say perfume ba ko pe na me recommend ya ma your friend no Al Halmain Gold for Unity's Ventures na ka trend say ope sa Al Halmain Gold no so ope say unam kromo a emma efrew ebisa o se perfume be ho papa na efrew sen o pesa life no sen crofo kanfo o center fasa perfume no na yusu come and thank me later ne boarding kakra de but o de free 0598003891. It is worth every single penny. Now young concept ni mu so I was listening to I think it was an engineer. You know, I saw a post by an engineer. Now, someone walk and they say, in fact, before the engineer, no, fire service were quite around. In fact, in Crawford, I want say area Nimukra, someone near Yomokan, and they say, building the crane, it looked like it was very weak. And then fire service for a call honors, Uti and someone more can, yes, sir. And what Ghana has say, within the space of 3 months, I'm saying within the space of 3 or 4 months, we've had 3 or 4 major cases. In fact, within the space of 3 or 4 months, we've had about 5 major cases of buildings collapsing, you know, trapping people and then killing people. Na nini na enumu no, utie di ankrofo kan, building no, na ankrofo kan say ye weak, building no, na ankrofo kan say ye weak. And so that raises a question. As a country, how is it that ye sit down and now say ye pesi ye sit down in the crown no more see building or more person more category. Is it that the engineers are more sit down no and na omonye fits and now ye den ekoso ye laborers no more sit down and nye fit and now is it that in structural integrity we are not taking it for we are taking it for granted? So you see story building and then instead of a story building no ye kofa engineer bia ba behwe aye ho calculation ni bibia no ye de kwhye mason bi nsa no ade na adwen eye ni ye kate corner na it is a serious question we need to start asking. Building a collapse ye emse 3 June mete sem se nadmu o se de in Greater Accra Regional Commander ba ko bi nsemu an wo kan ene say the omoni the former engineer na or share a dinosaur ekokokasa no ka say a dinosaur ne ekono eni ahonden intinanka ona no nyai Now so owner ne gye ɛdan ne free ne nsɛm ɛde kɔma obi foforɔ. And I was like, what is going on? Is it because we want to cut corners? Nothing is cheap. So what the say be cheap into maybe a cheap side. Me uko cheap side. Adi you say 100 cement for $100. Now say that be ye trying to me 80 bucks. At the end of the day, it will cost you more than say $100 and all the $100 a year. And the truth is that Omaya yetimu Ghana krano. And there baby ababedu no. Even if you are putting up a building, naturally, you know, in a civilized country, obi biara wo si dan biano. You will never start to put up a building without consulting the assembly to give you permit. But Ghana has say obi dan bebre ewo ho ankrofo esi e dan no without consulting the assembly, without consulting any engineer. Omo sorry ya no mo si dan no. And nso ka ho a ama ende high. You know, e ka ho mende high. There is a building in my area. Meaning say will be ne babeto a dan no said yen. Obabeto dan it was a simple, you know, a form dan. Obabeto dan no. No ye roofing no. Yes, or yen story building. Now story building now war ye no. The same basement house na ya no. Tio. Or will be a dan no see no or the foundation. Normal foundation no DSC dan no. Why yet dan some normal bedroom house with roofing. And obi ababeto fie no. And opese osi. Meaning so be ne toy ya na say or no ankasa no opese osi story building ya. Story building na wo si ni dio ye ya ne say oyi roofing of odan no. And o di pillars e kan ho a. Or to aso the story building. Inti edan ya supposedly no for a normal house no. And the same foundation no opese foundation no carry story building foundation. Osi dan ekoso esia ene ehun say assembly no aba betro won ho say produce permit na twese ade na wo ye no kra no no woni permit na so wo ye. And that has been our behavior. The indiscipline in this country, it is too much. It is too much. And then you see in any serious country, within the space of 3 months or 4 months, in Accra alone, about 4 or 5 buildings collapse egunipaso. In any serious country, we should be having an emergency, you know, in an emergency situation. In any serious country, all the assemblies should be having emergency meetings on this particular issue. We should be having some policy framework. Some thorough checking. Thorough structural checking. I expect from Adewe, I expect say from this week, next week, in fact for the whole of this month or the whole of this year, I expect the assembly to aggressively enter every home, every corner in Accra. Make sure say story building be at least yes in the last 2-3 years no. It was structural integrity. And I say one more permit or more DC. In every serious country, that should be the concern. It is not normal. Say within the space of just 3 months, story buildings be 4 and 5. Enye normal. Something is happening. There is a behavior be a air cost na yanhwe ni ye ankrofo bebredi e sit down ye do level bi. So yanhwe ni ye na yan nyehu adwuma ambane nkrofo from assessing certain areas ade we ebekum nkrofo. And time bia no insio to abon se buildings no time insio to no na building ne collapse. Time insio to no na building ne collapse. There is something happening that we need to take action. This shouldn't be politics as usual. Ebusianfo book na eda screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor. This is your most practical guide. Ebetrel senior obe investi ewo Ghana. Now a lot of people don't know, but you will be your friend of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange, who investi ewo Ghana Stock Exchange more. What it simply means, and it's a udi usika invest in some companies be a listed ewo Ghana. Companies be to say a year Ghana Commercial Bank, companies be to say MTN. Into the best investments are any Ghanaian can ever do. Investing in a Ghana Stock Exchange, because on average Ghana Stock Exchange a return revenue and a ROI of 25%. What it simply means is that every single year biano when you crown na 25% if you invest in a Ghana Stock Exchange. This book is going to go take you through how to invest in a Ghana Stock Exchange, how to invest in a Nyamabia your friend mutual funds. Now aside this there are 3 other investment firms be a Ghana hands on so a secret and crowdfunding. If you purchase this book, you are going to get to know of those secrets or those investments, and then it's going to change your life forever. Get this book, The Ghanaian Investor. So open book maybe out a very simple number na that book ne so 055-807-4986. Obe to me a fresh number no. Ofra ye be sort out with the book. Obe to me so our WhatsApp number no. So one person obe free and I say one person obe WhatsApp ya. Very simple. On your screen, video now wo hwe sisi ano obe hu baby ya draw view products. Obe to me a click so a obe hu say books ni na ebeba. Na wa click book no version ni twi video wo ho. Ni PDF ewo ho, ni English video enso wo ho. Twi video no eye for wo mo a eye na akenkan eye omoden. Omo ana wo ntumi nkenkan brofo. Ni English video enso wo ho. Akenkan ye oden na nso pe brofo a English video wo ho. PDF enso obi a wo hwe a wo pese wo kan wo phone so na trese bibia eco smooth no. Also there any the PDF. So that is also another way you can get the book. So what hear me now you Ghana ni now our brochure. You can just go on Amazon. Now I search a book no the title. That screen is no the Ghanaian Investor. Into search for book ne title Ghanaian Investor. We say beba na wa purchase na say ya ship e dia bro e wa brochure ho. And now say video na wo hwe sisi ano ye will be a friend the description box e wo YouTube. Into na say obe click more. O click more obe call description box ni mu. Into call description box ni mu a obe hu say a book no ne links ewa ha wati ase o pese o use mobile money a eno ne se wa click sa link na ya tro get my book here for mobile money, get the ebook here na wa click so na unsaka get the hard copy na wa click so na unsaka very 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 simple. These are the ways obetumi use edenya book we yento book we ni yehu senia yebetumi invest. Ghana's economy is booming. I personally believe that the next set of billionaires and millionaires, they will be coming from the Ghana Stock Exchange. And so take advantage of this, learn how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange amidst any other and all other investments, and also what Ghana for.